Today we're going to be talking about exactly what I'm doing right now, sitting. For those of us who use wheelchairs, we sit for hours and hours on end. Once in a while, we might lie down or do something different or transfer to another chair, but for the most part, we're sitting. And you might say, okay, what does that have to do anything? And it is important to consider the fact that you're putting pressure on your button for so many hours, and you could end up with the risk of having a sore. And those are difficult to heal. And sometimes they just come back over and over and over again. So it's really important not to get a sore. And so you might say, well, then what do I do? And there are simple things that you can do to avoid getting a sore while you're sitting in your wheelchair for so many hours. And that is to shift, be shifting. I'll do something like this, or you can do something like to the side, side to side, or lift yourself up a little bit and then let yourself down. And another thing is the cushion you're using. If you don't use any cushion, that's fine. Your wheelchair might be comfortable enough to not have to use any cushion, which is great. I use a variety of cushions depending on what I'm doing. If I have to go in the van, I use a thicker one because, there's so many potholes in my city that it just really hurts. So it's that kind of thing. If you look for a cushion, make sure it's airy, that you can wash it, keep it clean. Also, it's important to keep yourself clean and that area clean on your butt. So, all those kind of things are going to help you avoid sores. So here's the list. Shifting often. You can change chairs or whatever, sit somewhere else for a while and then get back into your wheelchair. Cushions, if you do use one, make sure you can clean it, wash it, the cover especially, and then put it back on. Keep yourself clean, which is really important because we do sweat. And so that sweat accumulates in our body, and then that helps produce a sore. So, you can use cream or you can use talcum, whatever you choose to do to keep yourself dry. So kind of like a baby's butt. You got to take care of yourself in that area. So that's what I wanted to say. Just be careful how many hours you sit, and just shift. Remember to shift from time to time, and to make sure if you're using a cushion that you wash it from time to time to make sure it's clean. You're going to sweat. We all do. And so that will contribute to a possible sore. So you want to make sure that you keep everything clean, that you shift, that you change chairs, that you lie down for a while, give yourself a break from sitting, and then get back to your wheelchair. And that will help prevent the sores that are so difficult to get rid of. All right. So any questions about that, any comments, any suggestions that you have, feel free to post them down below. And we'll all answer, with our suggestions, with our comments in terms of what is best to avoid sores. I have never had a sore yet, but I pray that I never do. I understand it's really, really bad experience. So we want to avoid them, truly. All right, folks. If you want to give a like or subscribe for the next and be notified of the next video, that would be great. I'm glad you found this. I'm glad you spent a few minutes listening to me babble about wheelchairs and us. So take care, and I will see you in the next one.